Yes, indeed, powerful people. This is another episode of Breaking the Machine. I'm your host, Ahmad the Poet, alongside my partner, Spank the Bank.
What up, dog?
And today we'll be taking another incremental step in shifting the culture. How you doing today, my brother?
And we am blessed and highly favored. That's how I'm feeling, my guy.
The only way to be, my brother. It's the only way to be. I'm glad the
Mm-hmm.
spirits is good, though. I'm glad the spirits is good.
Man, bro, I'm just happy to be alive, bro. Just happy to be talking to you. Just happy to be here, be present. You know what I'm saying? Another day to get it right.
Man, it's a blessing to be in positive spirits, my brother. I've been trying to get in my own Zen mode, my own, happy place, and I've been getting there, bro. I've been doing good. Um, really just preparing for the future, preparing for great things to come. Really just trying to stay as present as possible, but my spirit wants to plan for so much stuff in the future. So I'm just trying to stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot more things will be clear in the near future for the audience and the listeners to a lot of stuff that I be talking about. But no, it's a blessing to be happy and just to be present in life, bro. But what's been up with you in your life, my brother? What's been going on with you?
Oh man, bro. So man, last Monday I slipped on some ice and messed up my back. So
Damn.
I was at work, got out the car, hit my back. So I went off work for a week, went to the chiropractor. Um chiropractor got me together. I just been back at work. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me. Like just I fell on my back at work. Lucky I had my book bag on. If I didn't have my book bag on, I probably wouldn't be able to talk right now. Like my book bag saved me from my fall. So I mean, it still hurt. Like I'm still got bruises. Like my wrist hurt. Like my hamstrings hurt. Like still, some part of my body still hurt. But for the most part, I've been good, man. Just been going to the gym every day. Enjoying life. What brings me. Enjoying family, enjoying the family on my own, and also, bro, just believing in the God within me. You know what I'm saying? Believing in within myself. I know people tell you look outward, but really just need to look inward. So I'm just working on continue to look inward. Like I know what the fuck I read, I know what the fuck I be talking about. It's just I gotta make changes so people can not just say he ain't crazy or he don't know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man. It's good to enjoy family, man. Being in North Carolina, like I said, I don't get to see my family often, bro. I don't know when's the last time I seen them. It was a couple of months ago. Um, so it can be tough sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Seeing other people around their family is tough. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my girl around her family is tough for me sometimes.
Yeah, it's tough as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole nother level, bro. Like if I ever needed my family in my life, I needed them now. Like I've needed them for this past year. Like this year and most of last year, it really showed me the importance of family. Like you don't really understand what that village, that tribe is like until you don't got it anymore. Like your family just get it. You know what I'm saying? Like all your jokes that the world doesn't understand, your family gets it. You know, the way that you act in the weird way, that the funny, like you might quote a movie and only you and your family who you grew up with can understand the quote because they can appreciate it. Like they just get you, man. Like I just miss the people that get me. You know what I'm saying? In every way. The people that don't judge in every way. And that's one of the biggest things, man. Like if you don't judge me, you be my family for life. You know what I'm saying? Just don't
But
like.
you need sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, you don't need a judgment. You need a criticism in a way. Because judgment makes you better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like judgment makes you better. It depends who the judgment coming from. If you feel like
I gotta be real, bro. I gotta be real. Can't no nigga judge me. I'm sorry. Can't no
shit,
man or woman judge me. You can't judge. You can't judge me, bro. I just gotta keep it real. You can't judge me. Now, like you said, you can criticize me, but you can't judge me. You
I
can't
feel
judge
that
me.
though.
Because I
I
used to
feel that
judge
though.
people. I used to judge people all the time, bro. And that's why I know where this is coming from. It's my karma, bro. Because I used to judge people so bad. I used to judge people so bad. And now it's like, nah, it's on you. But the reason I say you can't judge is because you can't judge because you got dirt on your hands and I got dirt on my hands. We all got dirt. So who are you to judge? You know what I'm saying? Because to judge is really to play God at the end of the day, to play like you don't have the same pulls on your soul. It might tug a different area of your body, but you still got some tugging on you. That's what makes you human. And if you don't got the tug, you dead. So what is we talking about? Who you judging? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't judge me. And I just I just been going through the judgment, my brother. I just been going through the judgment. And it's made me better, but I would have preferred encouragement. That's what I prefer.
I get it. I get it. You know, because we've been judged our whole life. Like now, you need encouragement to get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? We need encouragement. And you by yourself to get to the next level. That's another thing. That's the hard part.
That's the thing. Like it's a delicate space. It's a delicate space, and it gets deep. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets deep. This conversation gets deep because a lot of people. How do you bring out the and we talked about this before, but how do you bring out the God in somebody? How do you bring out the best side of somebody? Do you judge them, or do you tell them? How do you do that? Tell me how you do that.
I feel like the best way to bring the God out of somebody is bring the God out yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Once you bring the God out yourself first, shit, niggas ain't got no choice but to bring the God out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like with my trainer, my nigga Bake. Once he bring the God out of him, like, all right, LJ. So I ran with LJ on Wednesday morning. So LJ told me we doing 2 miles. We running 2 miles. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I gotta be at work at 7:30. We ended up doing, he lied. We did 3 miles. Me and LJ ran 3 miles. Because LJ brought the God out of him, I had no choice but to bring the God out of me. To keep up with the miles. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like to continue to like what I'm learning now is to bring the God out of you, you gotta be around people that keep the God that brings the God out of them. You can't be around nobody that don't bring the God out of them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna continue to have anxiety. You're gonna continue to doubt yourself because people don't believe in themselves or don't believe in the God within them. So to bring the God out of you, you gotta be around the people that's already bringing the God out of them. So that's how I feel.
I think that's powerful, bro, and I agree as well. And shout out to LJ Harrison, man. Shout out to LJ. Powerful brother, man. I love that brother, man. I be watching
Alicia
his.
Bargard.
Shout out to Alicia. Yeah, she
undisputed.
doing the thing. Undisputed champion, doing the thing. But I tend to agree with that statement, my brother. You got to bring the God out. But I also would add to that, if I may, you have to acknowledge the presence of the devil. You got to bring the God out, but you got to acknowledge the presence of the devil. So let's say you came up short on that 3 miles. And if you acknowledge that this is a part of human beings, like, man, I didn't been there, man. Like I didn't miss that 3 mile marker. But the fact that I'm show you that I can do it, but it's okay because I wasn't always able to. Just to show you, if you miss it, it's a possibility of greater things to come. But not just like, oh, well, this is where I'm at. Why you ain't here? No, I wasn't always here. That's how we get everybody, because you that type of person, all you need to see is God right now. But somebody need to know that the devil is present, because the devil is where they sitting right now. They sitting next to him and they don't know how to get away from him to get to that godly energy, to push through the 2 mile marker to the 3 mile marker. And they just need somebody to tell them it's okay. Like, I didn't been there. I didn't miss the 3 miles before. You know what I'm saying? So if the devil is present in your lack of ability to hit that marker, I didn't been next to him before. And I'm telling you, you can get away. I done got away. I done got to that place where you can break through that mental stagnation. And that's what I be needing. I just need you to stop lying to yourself and lying to me and making it seem like we ain't cut from the same cloth. And that's one thing that I fooled myself with for a long time, saying that I was cut from a different cloth. I ain't cut from a different cloth. I'm just put on a different mission. I'm just on a different mission, but I ain't cut from nothing different. I'm just on a different mission. I'm going through some shit. I'm going through some shit in my life, and it's really excruciating because I'm meant for a different mission. Like, why you got me on this mission? Why you got me here? Like, why me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm back to that statement. Why me? And it's like, yo, this is your mission. Like, your mission calls for this. Like, damn, it calls for this? Yeah, so you can get to here. It's like, let's do it. Let's do it. Once you understand, see, this is the biggest thing. And I was sitting down thinking about this the other day. Our lack of ability, our lack of desire to not face a reality that we want, because we want to get to happily ever after. We want to get to happily ever after. But our thought process of thinking that, oh, if I go left and not right, I'm not going to make it to happily ever after. That's what stops us from making it to happily ever after. The thing stopping you from making it to happily ever after is thinking that either road is not going to get you there. If you go left, right, up, down, diagonal, you're going to get there because this is all was written before you even got here. This is written in history. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. This is already written. So stop stressing. That's why anything I experience in my life, it doesn't make me feel like, oh, damn. Well, I envision this. There ain't nowhere I'm going to get there. No, this is a part of my happily ever after. This is a part of that. And now I have to understand how this fits in, how this is going to get me to there. And I might not understand it right now, but in time, things will become a little bit more translucent. But it's just like, bro, our desire to not want to face the nightmare or face something that's not even our dream is what's keeping us from our dreams, bro. Like, bro, ain't nothing. You always gonna get there. You always gonna get there, bro. You always gonna get what was meant for you. That's the biggest thing that stops people. You always gonna get what's meant for you. It's no reality. This is the only reality. It's only an illusion of choice. You ain't got no choice. Me and you was meant to be on this podcast on this day at this time since the beginning of time. It was always going to happen. We might have thought we had the choice to get it, but we ain't had no choice. We was going to do this. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to meet up. We were supposed to do Breaking the Machine. We were supposed to, it was already written, bro. Once you study numerology, when you study numerology and you study scripture, you understand all this stuff is written, bro. There's nothing. So it's like, what you stressing for? That's what opens up our palate.
Yeah,
because it's hard.
I'm stressing for.
It's hard to love somebody or to stand next to somebody or just be present with somebody if you're thinking that you're going off course. No, you with me. You right where you're supposed to be, man. You with me. You right where you're supposed to be. And we just gotta settle into where we at, bro. Gotta settle into where we at. Anything ain't meant for you, it's gonna break, man. You ain't gotta break it. It's gonna break itself. And that's why I said ain't nothing fell from me. I never distance myself from friends or anything, bro. They distance themselves from me.
You don't think you distance yourself from none of your friends?
Well, one of my friends, but one of my friends.
Hey, I had to catch you on that one.
Yeah, one
I had to catch you on that one. I feel like we all distance ourselves from our friends, but I mean,
yeah, one of my friends. But that's because that story that I said almost got killed doing that, plan, rescue, but that's a whole different story. I might have talked about that on the podcast. I'm not sure.
You definitely have. I remember. You definitely have. You definitely have, man. Yo, so I see Yeezy kind of up. I see Yeezy up winning right now. I think Adidas is in 1.3 billion in debt in desperation of not selling the Yeezys.
Yeah, and it's funny because that was actually one of the topics I wanted to get to. So that's powerful, man. I see. I really think.
Stop saying that man is crazy.
It was just powerful to see, bro. It was just powerful to see because it's like a lot of people was talking about. It's just like the power of the God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like here comes the Titans. trying to put in that work, trying to kill the God, and then afterwards, now here the God comes. Like, here's the God's reinforcement. Because the culture is the army of the gods. We the culture, we the gods, and we was like, all right, y'all going against Kanye, we destroying your whole shit. This is the return of the gods. This is the vengeance of the gods, and it's beautiful to see. He ain't had to do nothing but condemn you. All he had to do was post a tweet about you. Post a tweet that y'all wasn't doing them right. And look what happened. The wrath of the gods. Now you facing the wrath of the gods.
It's beautiful because dog stood on what he believed in a way. You know what I'm saying? He stood on what he was saying. He said some crazy ass shit, and look at him.
He did. He said a lot of crazy stuff. He said a lot of stuff that was right on point.
Yeah, you know he did.
He said a lot of crazy stuff, and he said a lot of stuff that was on point. You know what I'm saying? But I just think some people in our culture have to be respected in a certain type of way.
And he definitely does.
And I felt like he was disrespected
in a lot of ways.
On a different level. You know what I'm saying? Really just disrespected on a different level. And they just got to see the wrath of the gods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like a punch in everybody's face. Like, bro, shut up. Dude know what he's talking about. He's a billionaire for a reason.
If we can have slave masters on our dollar bill, then you can respect Kanye. You can respect his presence in our culture. If you can, if we can have celebrations and days in honor of people that oppressed our people, you can leave Kanye alone. He's one of the ones who's protected by the ancestors. He's one of the ones protected by the gods. You can't touch him. You know what I'm saying? He might say some crazy and off the wall and outlandish stuff, but he's off limits. That's one of the gods. You can't touch. He's one of the special ones. He's one of them indigo children. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch him. He's special. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that was the message that the culture had to really send home. Like, he's untouchable. Because let's not play the moral judge here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't agree with everything he said, but let's not play the moral judge, because every day we see the statues of our oppressors. We walk around with the signs and the symbols of our oppressors. We read and learn about our oppressors. We read books by our oppressors. We watch movies that oppress us and brainwash us into believing that our blackness isn't beautiful. Like, let's not play the moral judge here. We're not here to do that. These media outlets, we know where you come from. We know the people who run you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I studied this, man. I know that there was several individuals who owned about 80% of the whole media industry back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Bro, they ran it. You had about 6 white men who ran the whole industry. You got one person who owns all the Sunday Times, Chicago Sunday Times, LA Sunday Times, Philadelphia Sunday Times. You got people who run it. Like, I don't be wanting to hear about media telling people what is righteous and what is not righteous. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy. And they got our people in a chokehold to know what's righteous and what is not. But if you go read for yourself, you will understand the media is wicked as it can be. It's the most wickedest thing on the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that think outside the box is crazy. But I don't know if the NBA trade's been crazy. Kevin Durant to the Phoenix Suns, man. How you feel about that?
It was interesting to see. I feel like the whole league changed. You know what I'm saying? I think Kyrie was obviously the most shocking trade and amazing.
Yeah, I never understood why he wanted to leave. They were doing good, but then at the same time, they did tell this man he couldn't play after he said what he said.
Yeah, I think it was just bad blood with the organization. You know what I'm saying? I really rock with Kyrie, man. I can't wait to see what he does post basketball. Like, he gonna be on some next level stuff. Like, the coalition that he gonna put together, like the league of superheroes that he gonna put together. He just tapped in on a different type of level. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the ancestors rock with him. Ancestors rock with him. Like, the elders in the community, they rock with him.
Listen, the ancestors rock with him because the stuff that he said, dog should be in more trouble. But God is he's protected by God. Like, Kyrie Irving is literally protected by God. If you really think what he said And what he did months ago, he had the world shook. He shook the world, bro. He really, really shook the world. And for him to still be here, play the game that he loves to play, God's protecting him. And you know God has him on a mission for truth. And we're coming to truth more and more each day. More and more each day.
I saw him out in New York with David Banner. I said, "Oh, he tapped in. He tapped in. He trying to get to that next level, of consciousness and knowledge. Like he just really tapped in on a different type of level. And I would just love to hear him speak his story a little bit more. But I know it'll come in his own time. And you know what I'm saying? He don't speak to the media that much. But
we gonna get him on here one day. I feel it.
Yeah, I believe so.
I feel it.
He did share a clip of the podcast on his Instagram story a while back, and it was beautiful to see. But we're gonna manifest that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna manifest that in great timing. But yeah, it was just beautiful to see him just break that those shackles and just to go into a new situation, a better situation, and more aligned with him. You know what I'm saying? But I think overarching what the larger message is just that the system doesn't have the power that it used to anymore. You know what I'm saying? It used to be able to silence us and muffle us in such a way, but it's not able to. And I think the importance of these conversations and the conversation that other people is having, you know, brothers like 19 Keys, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different other elevated platforms out here that's really having those next level conversations. I just think it has to be had more, bro. I think they have to be had more.
And I feel like it is, you know, I just feel like it need more, we need more men like us, bro. And it starts with us. You know what I'm saying? We need more intelligent black men. You know what I'm saying? You know, you an intelligent black brother. I'm an intelligent black brother. Like, we need more of that. Like, we gotta die down this nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta die down, you know, fuck bitches, get money. We gotta die down that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get trust, get assets, get land, get protected, build a nation. That's what we gotta be on. You know what I'm saying? You know, all look, we see that this ignorant shit don't get us nowhere. So let's switch the dynamic. Let's switch our mindset. Like, we understand this nigga shit don't get us nowhere, but broke with nothing to give our kids and stress.
So you saw that interview that NBA YoungBoy did with BillBoard?
No, I did not. Only thing I saw the clip. I saw that he was scared of people. That's all the clip I saw.
Oh, that he was scared of people. Yeah, he broke down a lot in that interview, and I was just like, wow, it was powerful to see. What do you think gives young brothers the realization that aha moment? You know, when you're so drenched in it, what would you think it was the aha moment for the brother? Obviously, it could only be speculation, but for me, I'm just thinking it's just being out of his environment. They said he's in Utah. It's just like, bro, when you're in the war zone every day, or you were being applauded for being a champion in the war zone, it's just like, bro, people live for those cheers, man. People live for the respect of the hood. People live for the, like, oh, god damn, that's a deep time. Woo.
Yeah, we do live for the,
bro,
perspective.
The admiration of others is crazy, bro.
But admiration of the hood is one of the most biggest admirations ever. I feel like if you admire from the hood, can nobody tell you nothing. That's crazy. That's crazy, you know. I mean, you're a product of your environment. He knew nothing else, but like now he's in Utah, he's married. You see that, like, man, all right, that shit was goofy. Man, it's just, bro, the problem is ain't no daddies at home, bro. Ain't no real man at home. That's all I can really say. Like, for me being in a day-to-day basis in the public or charter school system, when the daddy not there, the man only know one thing. The young boy only know one thing: rap, football, or whatever else. But it ain't nothing positive. When you don't have a father in the home, you're not structured right. You don't understand what a man is. You don't even know what a man is. You don't know what a man is at all. You going off of TV, which is fake. These niggas are entertainers. They're not real. So he's understanding now, like, all right, all these niggas entertainers. All right, a lot of that stuff I was living was not real. It was just my part of my environment because that's all we knew. And then now you got to blame like, all these hoe ass gangsters. You niggas up here telling us to go to jail, stay on the block, hold it down. Man, y'all niggas ain't giving us nothing. Y'all ain't giving us nothing. So now you got to blame the men. The hoe ass, these hoe ass, you got to weed these hoe ass niggas out the community. Stop letting these hoe ass niggas take control of our community, popping pills, selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much, but you know what I'm saying? Like being tough in the hood, nigga, is not the way you want to be. It's not where you want to go. It's not gonna get you nowhere. Even Jay-Z had to switch up his style. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real, bro. It's real. I just think admiration is one hell of a drug, bro.
But I don't think it's a drug. It's that's what you need. Everybody need affirmations.
Yeah, it can be made a drug. It can be made into a drug. Yeah, it can be made into a drug because if you live for it, it's like what T.I. said. If you live for the cheers, you die by the booze, and it's just like, what will you do not to be booed? You know what I'm saying? Like when you live in your truth. You gotta almost lean into the booze. Like you gotta say stuff you know people won't agree with, but you know it's what you feel. And I've definitely done that on this show many times. Just said things that I know everybody wouldn't agree with, but it's really how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Right. And once you stop doing that because you know what gets the cheers, that's when you lost yourself. Once you know how to get people to cheer, that's when you really start to get into that space where you can really lose yourself because you know how to get them to smile. You know how to get them to be happy. You know how to get them to really cheer for you. So by the same token, you know what's going to get them mad. So once you know how to play the game, it's one hell of a thing to play it your way when you know how the game works. If you know how the game works and you still play it your way, you a solid individual.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna yourself. That's a lot of shit I've been wanting to say on here, but you know, I gotta keep my cheers. And that's tough. That's tough that you just said that. That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? When you know how to play the game, when you know how the game works and you still play it your way, you really solid at that point because you know what each move means. You know the reaction each move is going to get. And if you still play it authentic, you don't play it to win. You play it to be you. I'm playing this game to be me. I ain't winning every day, but I'm being authentic every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm being authentic every day, bro. Every day of my life. And I learned to enjoy the pain. That's what I'm learning, bro. This year is probably going to be the most, you know what? This year is going to be the most beautiful year of my life. That's what I'm manifesting. Let me not even go there.
No, because you're growing, bro. It's nothing to even. It's nothing to even be fucking mad about, bro. You growing as a man, bro. Wait till you hit your 30s, nigga. And you take that 10-year stride to your 40s. Like, bro, you gonna be straight, bro. You so ahead of so many people, bro. You gotta think about this niggas out here that's in jail. This niggas out here that's on the streets. Bro, this niggas out here don't even know when their next dollar gonna come. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's just we so hard on ourselves because we want to get our family with us. You know what I'm saying? We want to get our family on the next level. We want to get our people around us on the next level. But in reality, bro, if we didn't even think about our family, bro, we really straight.
Damn. That's a fact. Well, that's a fact. That's crazy, but it is a fact.
Because you're looking for the affirmation, you're looking for the praise, you're looking for my son did this, my brother did this. But in reality, nigga, you already did it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy because I'm not actually looking for praise from my family. I just want them to be good. Because they praise me. I mean, I don't want to say they praise me. They proud of me. They happy for me even when I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was just school smart, you know, just doing good in school, just like they was happy for me. But I just want to do it because I don't want my mom to have to work no more. Like I just
Yeah,
don't want her to
yeah,
work no
facts. You
more.
don't want your mom working. You don't want to be poor, bro. Because as a man, as a righteous man, they make it feel like growing up made it feel like a righteous man had to struggle and be poor. Fuck that. Righteous man can be rich and wealthy and give to all nations, give to all his people. You know what I'm saying? I could be righteous and still do the right thing. I could be righteous and still have a lot of money, still have billions of money. What make Bill Gates different from me? What makes Steve Jobs and all these motherfuckers different from me? They wealthy. They up there sitting up high, fat as hell. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta struggle? No, I want to be righteous and give for my people too. I want to teach my people about technology. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so deeper than that. Like your mission is so bigger. It's like people don't get it, but like you know what I'm saying. We trying to change generations after generations. Like we look at ourselves on some Tupac, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you also got to look at what killed them, trying to please the people. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to go to no devil. We ain't trying to go to no grave. So now you got to realize, all right, this junk is really on me. You know what I'm saying? Let's worry about me first. Then once my cup is full, I can go ahead and pour.
They die for the people, man. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's just a different type of soldier. That's just a different type of soldier. Like everybody can't understand that.
Well, the way I think now, since I got children now, so it's a different type of thinking. Like to me, now I don't want to die for people. I got my daughter. I want my daughter to see me until I'm 80, 90 years old. I ain't trying to leave my daughter at no 40, 30 years old. When I know this world, I know this world corrupt. I mean, like I said, like I have children, so you want to understand my perspective. You know what I'm saying? You want to like I get what you like. You want to understand that perspective. Like, yeah, I died for the people, but what the fuck the people doing? Is the people gonna take care of my daughter? Is the people gonna pay my daughter's college tuition? Is the people gonna come in and check in on my daughter? Hell no. So I better keep my goddamn mouth closed and make sure my family's straight. Make sure I'm still here to lead and guide my family. Fuck the people. It comes to fuck the people to a certain extent because people is people. Like everybody ain't gonna get it. Everybody ain't gonna get it. So, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right and exact. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Malcolm X or Martin Luther King loved their children any less than you. I just think they were put on this planet to do what they did, and that was to die for their people. And when your purpose, when your purpose, like similar to what they say Jesus' purpose was, is to come and literally put your life on the line for somebody, it's no way you can escape death. There's no way you can escape death because that's what you were put on this planet to do, to stand in front of that bullet and literally take it for your people. You really want some what Fred Hampton type stuff. Like you really on some next level energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard the minister talk and he was talking about he said the government, they can't threaten me by saying they're gonna do something to my family. My family believe in the nation. Their family believe in the cause. If you take my family, you say you're gonna do something, my family will die gladly. He said if they my family, they'll die gladly for what we're doing. Because they understand what I'm doing this for. They believe in what I'm doing this for. They understand it. And I'm just like, ooh, but you know, you're right. That I don't like that's a different mindset. That's why we have different missions. But there's some soldiers out here. It's some soldiers out here. Like Malcolm X, woo, that's a soldier, brother. I know brothers who knew him personally. That's a soldier. Like, man, like that's a different energy, man. And and you're right, because it's just like, who gonna take care of the family? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna do that's a soldier, man. Like that's why you have to give it up. That's why you have to give it up to them brothers, because they do things that is just so like, whoo, that the normal man cannot do. It's certain brothers out here, they do it, man. They do it like because somebody got to do it. Imagine you got one man in a room with one gun and it's 100 people in the room. Somebody got to take that bullet. There's only one bullet in that gun, but if everybody is scared to die, Everybody is going to be captive for the rest of their life. Somebody got to take the bullet. And is that person who's willing to take that bullet any less caring for his family? He just willing to do it for the bigger whole. He that soldier. He got that thing in him, brother. I was raised with these soldiers, brother. I'm telling you, man. You got me in my spirit right now. Like, woo, Malcolm X, man. They can't tell me nothing about that brother. Like, woo, that brother.
Man, make sure y'all check out Godfather Harlem. I love how they got Malcolm in there, man. I love how they got him and Bumpy. Like, that's crazy. I would have never thought him and Bumpy would have been partners like that. That was crazy,
you, bro. Tell you, soldiers. Woo, man.
So it's Black History Month. You know, LeBron James, you know, he beat the all-time scoring record, which I kind of like. I don't know how he did it, to be honest. I watched Bron for 20 years. I don't even remember Bron going that crazy that many games. But hey, he beat it. I feel like Bron is the... I don't even want to talk Bron as a basketball player because I really don't like him as a basketball player. But as a black man, I love Bron. I love how he showered his sons, his daughter, but I love how he showered his black woman. I love how Bron showered his black woman from high school to now. Like, he really got it out the mud and stick to his roots. Like, you gotta love that about Bron. He set a standard. Any athlete that want to know what they want to do with their family, look up to LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that. Look up to LeBron James. You know, I'm happy that he did what he did for the NBA. I think it was cool. You know what I'm saying? All-time leading scorer, but he'll never be Kobe or Mike.
Well, you know, I think it's like you said, LeBron James is a powerful man, great example. And in honor of Black Future Month, I will not be divisive against other black men. So they're all great. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant.
Damn, we get a fucking month. Ain't that shit weak as hell?
Well, we can say Black Future Year. I mean, to me, it's always.
But why we
black.
gotta say anything black, anything, bro? Like, nigga, this is our history. We're a part of culture. Stop trying to take us. Like, stop trying to erase us from culture. Like,
we're not a part of culture. We are culture.
Ooh, we're not a part of culture. We are culture.
I mean, because we the original culture. You know what I'm saying? Once you really get to the science of all of this, if you the original, everything, nothing is new under the sun. Everything they doing now has already been done. Look at the pyramids. You look at all this stuff that we did, the technology, the high technology that we use to build the wonders of the world, man. That technology hasn't been seen for thousands of years. And if we get into the deep history, in the nation, we taught that it was buried in the sands of the desert. Our technology is buried in the sands of the desert, and that it only be revealed at a certain time. But I posted a video on my backup page. The scientist was saying that it was just one brother, Yaki Awakened, and he was talking about how he watched a documentary where they took a submarine and down into the depths of the ocean, and they found a lake at the bottom of the ocean. And it was literally a lake in the bottom of the ocean. And they tried to go in the lake, in the submarine, the density of the water. It was like they couldn't drive the submarine in there. It was a different level. It was a different density of water. And it just shows you the depths in the history and just how much of the earth we do not understand. And that the original man, the original man, we understand is Earth because we the first, we the originator. Like they be talking about some of these indigenous tribes that be in the woods, but these indigenous tribes be knowing them herbs to use. They be knowing how the right way to sunbathe. They know the. That's why they elders be living hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? Like the oldest people on this planet, we not even aware. We don't even know about them. You know, I heard Dr. Mona Harrison talk about she was going up in the Russian mountains, or one of the mountains in the I forgot what mountain she was going up into, but she was going to meet with two elders that was 200 years old, over 200 years old.
Damn.
Like we don't know about all the high science and stuff that they got. My mom has a book, I think it's called Journey to Shangri-La, and she talks about how it's a lot of stories about the Fountain of Youth and how that's actually based on an actual geyser, an actual body of water, that bodies of water that are in the mountains. And Dr. Mona Harrison calls it red water, and how this water actually repairs the cells at a very accelerated rate. And this is the original man's water. You know what I'm saying? So when we get into that high science, when we get into that next level and we talk about culture, you know, we are culture. You know, we are the original. You know, so I don't think it ever could we ever have to play second fiddle to nobody. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to play second fiddle to nobody. All we just have to do is lock into to our purpose and lock into we have to just lock into our role. We got to reestablish ourselves. And I got the message. But we have to just reestablish ourselves in our own role, man. I did want to get to some supporter questions, man. We got some questions, but I'm gonna see which one is the most powerful, because we kind of running out of time.
But the one about economics, what dog say? Damn, I forgot what he said.
Man, and Black people attain freedom through economics, or must freedom be fought for? That was by Fraser White. Shout out to the good brother Fraser.
You definitely got to fight through economics. How the Jews do it? They did it through economics. Everybody did it through economics. So you had to look at the Arabs in your community.
The Arabs, yep.
Yeah, you got to do it through economics. That's the only way.
I would say both. It comes a time, especially when you study organizations and history, money is great, and the economic war is one of the biggest parts of being able to establish power, but you need a military. You need somebody who's going to reinforce the law. You need somebody who is going to protect and sustain and maintain the law. Because if you understand these organizations like the Black Panthers, like the Nation, like the Freedom Riders, all these brothers, they have to have a system of protection. They have to have a system of protection, because there is going to come a time when it is all out. The dollar is losing its value. A lot of people have been talking about that. The dollar's been losing its value. And everybody is kind of fantasizing. This is going back to the machine, going back to that concept, that next level, that matrix, that AI, that virtual reality, all this. A lot of people are fantasizing with a world where the machines take over. And then other people are thinking about a world where humans destroy the present society that we have because of the economic crash. You know what I'm saying? You have to study history. Study what happened during the first depression. Study what happened because a lot of people think, because of our modern society and our technology and our phones, that things is going to be a little bit different. Imagine it might be different, but will it be better? Just because something is different doesn't mean it's better. And that's a very deep statement, because I could go into a whole lot of patterns. You got a whole lot of people doing a whole lot of crazy stuff because you think, oh, well, I just want something that's different. Well, but you might have the best, but you just want something that's different. What do you want? You want something that's different, or you want the best? But I can't go, let me not do, because I'm about to go deep. But what I'm saying is a crash and a fall is coming, because I'm a spiritual man. I'm a Renaissance man, but I'm a man of spirit. I'm a man of the book. And it talks about a holy war. It talks about a holy war, a war of all wars. And I believe that war is coming. And it will be nation against nation. And it will bring our current society, our current world to its knees. And in that world, if you're a part of a kingdom, if you're a part of a village, if you're a part of a collective, your money is no good here. What can you enforce? And deeper than enforce, let's not even get macho and flex. What can you protect? That's in the big in those times. Well, the biggest question is, what can you protect? Your value is not based on what you can take, it's about what you can protect. If your house is stocked full of canned good items, it's not about how much more items you can take, it's can you keep those items in your house? Can you protect yourself? Can you protect your family? Can you protect your tribe? So that whole concept of warring in order to get liberation, there's a part of liberation that is very, forceful. And each person that's ever got their freedom had to do it through force, whether that's economic force, whether that's physical force, whether that's political force, whether that's us doing it independently, building our own, enforcing them to see us through these different avenues. But it's going to be some level of force. But that was actually a beautiful question that the brother asked, man. And yeah, man, it's something powerful that is definitely needs to be considered. But I just wanted to say before we get off that I appreciate the listeners for rocking with us. I appreciate y'all reception on the last episode that we did with Will I Am. I appreciate the love that y'all showed, man. That was a powerful episode, beautiful conversation that we had, man. And I just want to let y'all know, be on the lookout for more powerful episodes as well. And I know I haven't said text the number, the number that we normally have, because that number is not active right now. We're actually working to get another platform to congregate on to be able to do the whole group message thing. So just be on the lookout for that. But I just want to say I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. And we got a lot more powerful things coming, stuff in person, stuff virtual. And just make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And just the announcements to come in the future, man. I appreciate you for doing this episode with me as well, my brother. This is a very powerful episode. I appreciate you just for building with me, man, and just getting in your spirit with me, bro. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. It's Ahmad the Poet, breaking the machine, spank the bank. You dig?
You dig, man. Get out of here.